Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of UpUrXP podcast. It is me, BlaiseMcBaine, and with me, per usual, it's Boss. Boss, how's it going, man?
I'm stuck here, just still doing the podcast, you know. No one's saving me yet.
Nah,
Kind
dude.
of sad.
I tried to get Suave, but like his schedules didn't line up during his break. But I did try.
He also partied for like 36 hours
Yeah, he
last time.
also, that's a story for him to tell. I feel like I don't think I have the I don't have all the
That's
deets.
true. Yeah.
But based off the DMs I got when we were supposed to record the next day, it was an entertaining time to say the least. There was a car that
Uh,
was towed. I don't know, dude.
yeah, I was like, Swab, what happened? I was supposed to be released for a week. And he was like,
Did he just say too bad?
well, that, and he explained what happened a little bit.
Oh,
But
okay.
we will leave that story for when he finally gets back on the podcast.
So funny thing, when we were doing the clap sync, I heard Logan in the other room go, "Whoa!" Like while we're doing the sync. By the way, if you
Whoa.
hear any fun children walking in the room, it's because my children don't want to go to sleep, even though they're laying down cuddling each other. You know, the huge,
They're just
the
chilling, dude.
huge. Yeah, dude. I mean, who am I to
Straight
tell them not
vibing.
to? I'm about it. I'm about it. Boss, how are the games, dude?
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I was actually
And
supposed to Destiny 2 raid, or at least I thought I was supposed to until the group DM'd me 20 minutes before the raid started, half an hour after I woke up. So I'm like, yeah, nah, I got stuff to do this morning. Sorry, guys. And
they're
left
like,
it at
"Hey,
that.
man, you want to come join our raid? We got the good." And you're like, "Bro, I just woke up."
Well, no, no, no. If they told me last night, I would be more prepared. Like, but like,
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, "Hey, do you want to raid with us tomorrow?" And then you just wake up the next day and they're like, "Ha ha 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 ha. Now is the time." It's like
yeah,
you got to
well,
give some people some warning for
yeah.
that type of
So
an event.
basically, they were like, "Hey, do you want to raid with us tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What time?" No response. I wake up, no response. 20, like, literally 20 minutes. Like they say at 8:40 that, oh yeah, we're starting the raid at 9, aka 20 minutes, and I'm just like, nah, I can't. Sorry.
No, you're not getting mentally prepped during that 20 minutes.
No,
You're like,
I'm
I need
not.
food. I like to like make sure I feel like a human today. And
Yeah.
then like that takes more than 20 minutes. 100%.
Well, that and I would still have to learn two new encounters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good.
How's Elden Ring going, man?
It's going great, dude.
Yeah.
I have a character that you saw briefly who I've
This is
named
true. I
the
did.
Cannoneer, and all he's wearing is cloth pants and a jar on his head, but he has a huge cannon and also a Ooga Booga Stone Club. And
Okay.
that's the character. He just has a big cannon that I load with explosive great bolts, and they
Oh my
launch out like
god.
cannonballs and do negative damage. It's awesome,
That's
dude.
kind of sick. That's kind of sick.
And so that's what I've made my build around, and it's not going very well, but I don't care
No, it's fine. You just make boss carry you, dude.
because I
Or
have a
bats carry it.
cannon.
God dang it, dude.
Bats carrying.
Yeah, yeah. The bats carry.
All right.
Da na 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 na
Bats,
na
if you're
na na
listening
na
to this,
bats carry.
you should be listening. You should be like used to this. Bats doesn't know how to dodge roll, dude.
Oh wait, really?
He, yeah, dude. He's he gets
That's
hit by
unfortunate.
like everything.
Well, if you're using an Xbox controller, it's B, and if you're using a PlayStation controller, it's circle.
And if you're
And
using a
that's
Steam controller for whatever reason, it's also B.
yeah, yeah,
Just make sure we cover all our bases. You know,
yeah.
funny
If you're using
story.
a
I used to watch a lot of Solo Double J,
mhm.
and this was around the time that he kind of turned away from Smite and became a variety streamer for like a month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he played Dark Souls 3. And around the swamp area, before Abyss Watchers, his PS4 controller stopped working with his PC. And he's like, you know
Oh my
what?
god.
Screw this controller, and went and got a GameCube controller. And it worked better than the PS4 controller. And that's what
I
he
mean,
used for the
okay,
rest of the run.
hear me out. If it was a Wavebird, 100% it worked better. And I'm not. There's the Wavebird is the best controller ever made, and I will
Really?
not. Yes, I will not be convinced otherwise.
Oh,
I still have a Wavebird,
yeah.
and it still works better than any controller I've ever owned. And
That's
I've owned it
hilarious,
for
dude.
I don't even know how long, dude. Like 15 years. It's amazing.
Oh, you want to know something sick, by the way, Blaise?
What's up?
I'm assuming I, like, am just stupid for just now realizing this, but, all the weapons in Vampire Survivors are just from Castlevania.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, because I, I never played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, so, like, I saw a video on it, I'm like, yo, this game looks sick, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Rune Tracer and Holy Water, and there's a knife that can
it's all the things from
insta-fire,
yeah.
and I'm like, Vampire Survivors
I mean
has
that's sick though.
pulled literally everything. Even the stone mask is in that game.
Yeah,
It's crazy, dude.
all of them.
I don't know.
It's sick, dude. It's sick. I love that game.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's such a good game. I played it so much this week. It's just a way to relax, dude.
it is, dude. Like that used to be super auto pets, and then you know,
I actually played that this week.
did you really?
Mm-hmm. I
How'd
got
that go?
smacked.
Ah, yeah,
It was bad. It was really bad. I
that
played
sounds
2
about
games and
right.
both of which were not good.
Um,
But I also played a lot of Vampire Survivor this week. I finally beat the first level, and then I beat the
let's
second
go.
level on Hyper. So I'm gonna do the third level next. That's my plan.
Yeah,
I
good
think
luck
that's what we're
with
doing.
Dairy Plant. Dairy Plant sucks, big
I'm gonna go
time.
get that milk, dude.
Um, and then
Yeah.
the last game I was playing was Town of Salem.
That
Um,
pause. That
I
pause was
hate you,
so
dude. I have to
awkward.
think right now. All right, I didn't think we'd be recording this late.
Oh my god,
uh,
dude. This man's brain just said no.
dude, I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Dude, we did play Town of Sam last night. I won my
Dude,
first game I ever played of that game.
Town of Salem's kind of bopping, dude. I've been playing it all day today, and it's so fun.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I pretty much had no idea what was going on, and I
Neither
trolled
did
most of the time.
I.
But I had a good time trolling. I did have amnesty. Oh my god, dude. I can't talk.
Amnesiac.
Yeah, amnesiac. I can't make fun of you anymore. Game 1, and I was like, they're like, it's like you didn't use your ability, and I was like, what do you mean, bro? I have an ability, and then I realized I could pick a side, and I was like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So I got inducted into the mafia,
Yeah.
became the mafioso,
And then
and then we won.
Yeah, and then me and you won, I think, right?
Yeah.
Was
Then
it
there was
me
the
and
game I
you?
got.
I
There
think
was
it
the
was me.
game I got serial killer, and I murdered everybody we were playing with.
I know. You literally killed like me, Bats, Embers, and Kenny.
Yeah, get out of here, dude. Play better. Play better. That's just the simple thing,
You're
dude.
just
I was just picking
actually
names.
You're actually the worst.
I think I was Matthew Stafford that game.
Yeah, I think you were. I think so.
We had Zeus's side piece.
Oh my god.
I picked Bats Kid for a game.
Cranking 90s.
Oh yeah, Cranky 90s. I said the word Fortnite and immediately got ejected from the game.
Which is
Oh,
fair.
yeah. It won't be
Fair,
the first
dude.
time we talk about Fortnite.
True.
Oh man, dude. Okay, you ready for these games I got, dude?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so we talked about Vampire Survivor already, so we're good there. I casted some Doughboys. Doughboys will come back momentarily. Don't worry. I'm gonna do a self roast.
They sure will.
Here on the podcast and maybe even on stream in a bit. I played some rank with Suave. I trolled game 1 and decided to do a weird build. Yeah, I decided to do a weird build, and I wasn't the problem that game. We just got like hard diffed everywhere else. And then we played another game where I was Jing Chen, and as I do, I just diff the enemy team as Jing Chen, while Suave literally diffs the enemy solo laner, and we just win game.
Yeah,
and then
that happens.
I got raided by Tim Famous. Shout out to him. One of his community members, Calm Goodfire, joined me and Kenny for an arena game where I picked a Wheelish. And it went really, really bad. I got stomped super hard. And I was like, wow, that's a really good first impression to give somebody when they join you for a game.
Blaise, I thought you were supposed to be good at Alex. What happened?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But on Tuesday, Kenny Suave and I just ran it down, dude. Like, Kenny was playing E-set and just absolutely spirit balling everybody.
I was watching
while I
those
did
games.
Cribus things.
Yeah.
And then I ran some games with Fro, Suave, Backlash, and Vio. And we had a slash where I picked a Wheelish. And, I was there. I did some stuff. Everybody else is popping off. Fro, big fragging lately. Every time I play with him, he's just absolutely popping off.
Big.
And then I had my, signature 1-in-12 Toth game. You got to have one of those every once in a while in Assault. I get a mage in Assault, and one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to do okay.
Pop?
No. I'm going to do okay. Or I'm going to absolutely feed. Like, there is nothing there. No, it's never above okay.
Blaise, I believe that you can pop on a mage, alright?
Look, okay, not an Assault.
We just got to train you a little bit, that's all.
Dude, Fro was on a Wheelish and just dominating. And what was funny is people thought I was the Wheelish that we're playing with. And I'm like, no, that's Fro, dude. And then we had an unfortunate Conquest game. That's all I wrote. I don't remember what happened during that Conquest game, but it was apparently very bad. Oh, no, that was Fro's quote for the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that
Thursday,
the one where the Penta got dropped or something?
No. Oh, God, dude. that's not even on my notes. That's how mad I am about it.
Really?
I was playing Kernanos. Oh, I know why it's not in my notes. It's because I was like, I'll just have the game pulled up while I talk about that part. No, that was when I was playing Kernanos. I'm absolutely fragging out of my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I had a night of Smite like none other this week in Conquest. And
I'm pretty sure I was in that game with you.
I think you were. You were. Yeah, you and Bats were. I went 19-2-7 on Kernanos. I get the quad in the stupid Danzin Burrow.
His split pushing.
that I've been bodying the whole entire game. Actually was there, but ran away.
No. He was left.
No, dude. During the quad, he was at the fight. He actually ulted out. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. I could have sworn I saw him split pushing left, and then he decided to leave.
Yeah, because the game before that I played Kernanos and went 5-0-5, and they surrendered.
Yeah, because I played Jing, and we absolutely
Yeah.
ran duo lane. Like, it was not
No, that was the
even
19.
close.
That was the 19-2-7 game.
No, because I was mid. Remember?
No, you were. No, I'm looking at it. You were the game before you were mid.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
No, the game before you were jungle. We ran that game down. We actually played against Death X the King.
Oh yeah, I played.
Who is
Kali.
somebody I know from? Yeah, that we knew from.
Yeah, I played Kali and gamed on their jungle.
Yeah, we gamed on that dude. Yeah, I actually know the guy you diffed in jungle. I also played Uller that night, and I know everybody's thinking, wait a minute. He said the funny word. Yeah, I did. I went 17-3-10 on Uller. I just mopped the whole entire enemy team.
I would like to take credit for that, seeing as how I told him to pick it. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's very true. We also played Ranked Joust this week, and I popped off on a Wheelish and Ranked Joust.
True, you did, dude.
Yeah, then we had that 14-3-13 a Wheelish that we played together while you were on Vulcan. Yeah, guys, guess what? Boss came back to Smite.
I know, dude. It's crazy. We completely forgot to mention that. Yeah, I'm back on Smite. And the only thing that made me re-download it is seeing how bad Embright's games were. He gets some awful teammates. I feel so bad for him. I'm like, I'm reinstalling just to see if I can get you back up. And he's like, I'm too low, don't bother. I
I
felt
think he
so
might actually
bad,
have
dude.
worse ranked RNG than me,
I think he
and
does, dude.
that's an accomplishment.
Not one to be
Uh,
proud of, but it is an
no,
accomplishment.
no. I did play Fortnite this week, pre-update, and finished the battle pass and gamed on some kids. And then me and Ember played PUBG, dude, and we just been fragging.
Good
Just
old
big
pub
fragging on
good,
PUBG.
dude.
It is, yeah. New battle pass is out for PUBG. It's been pretty fun. And they're revamping the weapon mastery system or something. I'm excited to see how it goes. I think that game's doing well. I am tired of playing duos in the squads though. I'm tired of that. Give me duos or just trios. I don't really care which. Give me something. And then I scrimmed. Oh, dude, so I scrimmed with Doughboys. We play the first game. They're like, okay, Seer is banned. You can't play any god with invisibility. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So I don't remember who I played, but we lost. And the next game, we're like, all right, we're gonna come out swinging. I pick Charybdis, and they're like, oh, after we do all the picks and bans, and they pick Izanami, who has an invis. They're like, oh, sorry, you guys picked Charybdis, which is banned. A, these are scrims. B, we had no idea Charybdis was banned. C, I watched SEC this weekend and Charybdis was being played. Apparently, it's like a bug on R3 that you can't see it.
Yeah.
But still, like it was all shenanigans. Then so we leave lobby to go remake. They join, only to leave again, and later on DM Kenny that it just so you guys know in regular comp there is no remakes.
That's
and I was like,
not true, but okay.
That's absolutely false. B, we didn't know. C, it's a scrim, bro. Like, I wish I would have played a banned skin and see if they made us restart. That's where I was at. Anyways.
Yeah.
Then we had our fragging that we talked about. But before that, we had a major announcement on my end that I'm going to talk about here in a bit when we get to gaming topics. I did play some Elden Ring this week. Got a little bit further. Really enjoying the game. It's super good. I need to sit down and actually play it and beat it though.
True.
Got back on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Kenny helped me make a deck. Shoutouts to Kenny, because I've won more in the past, 4 days than I've won in the entire time I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I actually hit silver today.
Oh my.
Yeah. Okay, so we have two last things to talk about. The Doughboys set last night.
Yeah.
Real unfortunate, and that's pretty much where I need to leave it. I got bodied absolutely every game. I went really negative. In fact, the best thing I did was play Cupid, and while I was playing Cupid, go 0-3-7, but I got a sick, nasty split push that got tier 1, tier 2, or maybe it was this tier 2 Phoenix, but then I pushed the Titan, got them off of our Phoenix by doing that, and I got out.
Yeah, I don't know how they let you get out. Like, they caught you lazy backing, and then they just kind of, like, forgot about you. I don't understand what happened there.
Oh, no, they chased me. I dashed, they blinked, and then I waited until my next dash was up to ult. I was waiting for Osiris 3 to happen. I ulted to get the mez off, and then I dashed out of that, and they couldn't catch me.
That's crazy.
Because I'm a big brain Cupid player. And then we lost game 3. It was sad.
You guys did drag it out to 41 minutes, though.
Yeah, it's the worst part of all this is in game 1, Logan's like freaking out during picks and bans, so I mute myself. And we get in the game, and I'm calling like, yo, this Rama has Devos. We need to gank this man. I'm calling all sorts of stuff. I was muted for 15 plus minutes of game 1.
Yeah.
And I only noticed because I saw the red flashing light next to me that I was muted, and I was so mad. So mad. Really unfortunate. It's a sad way to return to comp with losses like that. But you live and you learn, you get better. Now, the funnies is I've been playing Wild Rift today. And I play Wild Rift like once or twice a week, just kind of bebopping around. And I was like, oh, hey, I didn't know that they changed the game that the rank seasons correlate with the battle pass seasons. Because the first rank season was like months upon months upon months long. And I get on today and it's like rank season, 4 days left. And I was like, what? And I don't have the rank skin. So that was frustrating. Then I was like, well, I'm just going to queue games. I lose the first game. We have a jungle that keeps disconnecting and we just get diffed. But I have
Feels
enough
bad.
fortitude built up that the loss does not affect my rank. I don't like tick down one because I was in the promo area.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, next game. I'm getting hard diffed again, but this time because my jungler is in the duo lane with us for the entire first 10 minutes. So I'm just getting absolutely like, I don't know, choked out of farm.
Interesting.
And I'm getting, and not only is the Jax getting called bad, I'm getting called bad. Okay.
In normal League of Legends fashion.
Yeah. I turn this game around. I pop off, get like a triple kill that leads us into an ace and all this stuff. Like I just start popping
Yeah.
since I finally was able, not be 3 levels behind. We win the game. I promoed. I was in gold 2. I promoted to plat 3.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like based off of your play, you should be in platinum 3 and bump me to plat 3.
Huh.
I skipped almost an entire division.
That's equivalent to Diamond 3 in Smite, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
In a game that I play, here and there.
Yeah.
Fun times. All right, but on to gaming topics. We have a lot to talk about. And we're going to speed run through some of it. No pun intended about Elden Ring Spring speedrun update. Boss, you can go and talk about that because you know more than I do.
So we'll touch more on this in a little bit, but basically, the way people were speedrunning Elden Ring before the new patch was they were speedrunning getting the Ice Rind hatchet up to about +8 to +9, and just Hoarfrost stomping everything. Like, literally everything. That weapon art was so broken. They nerfed it, and now Hoarfrost Stomp is no longer viable in speedruns.
You
So,
know what's crazy?
what's up?
The guy that invaded me the first time I ever been invaded and the only time, that's what he was using.
Yeah,
And had I not gotten glitched through the map, I beat him.
yeah. Me and Bats kind of rolled a guy twice that was using it. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
But basically, it got hard nerfed. We're talking like cast time increased, damage decreased, increased FP cost. It was like the whole, like everything you could do that Ash of War was dead.
Nice.
So obviously people stopped using it, and the new world record for the latest patch is 2724. And I have no
Jesus,
idea
dude.
how people are getting that fast.
That's crazy. That's a drastic improvement just from last week.
Um, the most recent one was 2859, I believe, was the Hoarfrost stomp strat.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
that's still
it's a
crazy.
good like minute and a half increase, which is pretty significant in speedruns. So it's wild, man.
Do we want to go ahead and talk about the Elden Ring? Or I guess you touched on a good bit of the Elden Ring patch. Do you want to touch on the rest of it since we're here on Elden Ring now?
Yeah. So
Because we're just speed.
basically,
I was gonna say you know more about this than I do, so I'm just gonna let you talk.
yeah, basically, a couple big changes. New NPC icons on the map now, so you don't have to kind of guess where NPCs are, or like where merchants that you've already found are, or whatever. And then a couple finished up quest lines, like Diallo's quest line, Nefeli Lu and Kenneth Heights quest lines, intertwine. So does, and then Gatekeeper Gostock kind of intertwines with that as well. So 4 finished NPC quest lines that everyone was kind of waiting to finish. which is kind of nice. And then more summonable NPCs, I'm assuming at the beginning of boss fights. Um, and then a lot of bug fixes. One of the most big ones being soft locking at Fire Giant, which is a big issue because that was the main story boss, or one of them. And then the other one being, or actually the other three being, Royal Knight's Resolve got nerfed. Well, fixed, I guess, but it's a nerf. Royal Knight's Resolve will only proc on the weapon you have Royal Knight's Resolve on, instead of procking also on your main hand or offhand weapon. And then they fixed all of the arcane weapons that did more than just physical damage. So Eleanor's Pole Blade does physical and fire. Same with Rivers of Blood. And the arcane damage scaling just was not working at all. You weren't getting any extra damage off of scaling at all. So it was just terrible damage. No reason to use them. That's fixed now. And then the last one was the machine gun shield build. Is also gone now. They have fixed it. That was basically
Nice.
you had a shield that can block magic and incantations and turn them into a beam of holy damage. And what you would do is you would cast Fire Within, I believe, or Fire Deadly Sin. I'm not sure which one. But it's some sort of incantation that sets you on fire and keeps takes you for damage. And there was a bug where that would count as blocking something. So every time you activated the magic barrier on the shield, you would fire a beam of holy light even if you didn't get hit by a magic attack, which kind of caused a lot of issues. And I saw someone beat the whole game with just that weapon and nothing else.
That's crazy.
Um, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. Other than that, just a lot of nerfs to Ashes of War, like Bloody Slash. Sword of Night and Flames damage is decreased. Barricade Shield got nerfed. Mimic Tier got nerfed, thankfully. And just a bunch of buffs to sorceries and whatever. Barricade Shield also got nerfed. I think I just said that, but whatever. And yeah,
Yeah,
just
I like that they've been like consistently patching already, because there's
yeah,
been like already an issue with like people hacking too,
yeah,
and
I
they've
saw
been
that.
They're already working on a fix for that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. A funny thing about that, Bats sent me that this morning. Is like, man, as if invading wasn't already bad. I'm like, Bats, you don't know the half of it. People just discovered a bug like the end of last year, and Dark Souls 1 remastered, which came out like 4 or 5 years ago. And basically, any invader with the right software open at the time of invading could literally access your entire PC files and delete them.
Oh my god.
So, needless to say, um, no one's really invading or having multiplayer on in Dark Souls Remastered anymore.
Yeah, no. Why would you?
Because a lot of people's like basic like PC files where like that's what their PC is running on,
Right.
like their 32-bit and everything got deleted,
Mm-hmm.
and also all of their files on their PC, and if you don't have backups, that's
Yeah, that's awful.
that's really bad.
That's also just a complete jerk move. Like, anyways,
Yeah,
I have a
but
lot of not nice words to say about that. Like, that's
yeah.
just messed up.
Um and that game's been out for that long and people are just now found about it. found out about it like a couple months ago, which is kind of crazy to me. But
Yeah, that is wild.
uh,
All right, so we did our Elden Ring stuff. I want to briefly talk about the Smite patch. I'm not gonna hit on a bunch of stuff. If you want to go read the patch notes, it is a big patch, but I do want to like hit on some specific things. We're getting a Izanami tier 5 skin that looks sick, called Queen of the
big.
Cards. Then we're getting an event that goes along with that. That's going to give us Phony Bones, Baron Samity. That's like the Cthulhu skin.
That's sick.
We're getting a Chibi Bots Battle Pass, and then we're getting Rambo, and there's a bunch of other cool skins. There's a really sick looking Fenrir skin. But then comes the quality of life things. And generally I leave the quality of life stuff out unless it has like a major impact on the game. And this does. This has to do with custom matches and things that we've been asking about for years.
Yeah.
There are now new pre-save defaults. Players can now choose these options as a starting point to more quickly create custom games in common configuration. Competitive Conquest, which is a SPL and Scrim format. Ranked all-band draft format. Infinite Assault, Omnipotent, Grab Bag, Cup Runneth Over, Joust the Two of Us. Players can now have this setting set up where you have all pick or enemy pick, where you pick the enemy team and they pick yours. New advanced options for custom games: monocost, base cooldown, max cooldown, gold spooling, XP spooling, starting arena ticket count. It's a massive overhaul of the custom game system that we've been wanting for literally years.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that.
That's really nice.
We also have the Smite birthday event coming. We have several avatars done. So shout out to Boopity Boop, Himley279, Ultraviolet Rhea, Luxinen, Funky Dealer, and Cheslith C. If I pronounced any of those wrong, sorry, but that's who designed the avatar jump stamp and global emotes that are coming out. So shout outs to them.
Nice.
We are also seeing some like general gameplay being dealt with, like there's an issue with picking up offerings in Conquest that grants enemies mana regen. We're getting jungle camp vision rules. So it's just like a restate so people can understand how that works for ward vision.
Oh, gotcha.
Then we have some like item fixes, but there's the other big thing coming in this patch for game mode is Conquest, where tier 1 and tier 2 towers now increased base damage dealt to enemy gods by 10%. That is a massive buff. That is going to massively slow the game down. That's specifically to gods, not to minions. Minions take no additional damage. Along with that, Obelisk decreased the sight radius that the Obelisk provides from 30 units to 20 units, increased the amount of time it takes to steal an offering from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. And then Nagas no longer provide team gold. This fixed an issue with the monster's level scaling was not capping appropriately. And then that's it. Arena, the gold spooling went back down by 1. Item-wise, there are several item changes. Berserker Shield got a rework and still cannot be built on hunters because of PTS. And I have a salty moment to talk about in a second dealing with this item specifically. But they changed the passive to if you drop below 40% health, you become Berserk for 5 seconds. Berserk provides 7% damage mitigation for 15 seconds. There's several other things. We finally see a Leather Cowl and Leader's Cowl buff. Kins gets dropped in price. That's going to help that kind of come forward. And then here's some controversial things. Hebo, the root has been removed from Waterspout.
Yeah.
Hebo go burr, dude.
Hebo is about to go burr.
Yeah.
Burr squared, dude.
Dude, he is about to just run at you and go clippity clap clap and you're dead.
Yeah.
Poseidon got buffed. Baron Samani got buffed. Have you seen the Baron Samani buff? This is actually nuts.
Let's go, Baron buff. Woo! What is it?
Decrease self slow on his ult from 60 to 40.
Oh.
Increase tick damage scaling from 6% of your magical power to 8%.
Wow.
Yeah.
So big ult buffs. That's good.
Serket got a rebalance. to bring her more into jungle and less into support. So I would definitely go check that out. There's and every ability is looked at for her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Thor got a slight change. Other than that, nothing worth like going too crazy into. I think those are the things I want to talk about. Now, here's where I want to have a salty talk for a second. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of ADCs not being allowed to build physical prots with an item like Berserker's Shield. But mage ADCs can build Celestial Legion Helm, which has, you guessed it, physical prots on it and power, and that's not a problem. That is mind-boggling to me. I played against that in my set last night. They bought Celestial Legion Helm into Hecate. I might as well just not been playing the game.
Yeah, that's insanely hard to fight into.
Yeah, especially when there's Soul and I'm Cupid. That's the one
Yeah.
game we won last night, but like that game was extremely difficult as a carry because not only do they have prots, but they also have a thing that steals your power and provides them lifesteal.
Yeah, it's crazy. It shouldn't be a thing.
Super frustrating. I have nothing else to say. I'm just mad about that. Anything else you want to add to the Smite patch? Like I said, I wanted to speed run through it because I'm not trying to have people.
I'm good. I'm still getting back into Smite, so I'm not really following up too much on patch notes still.
Okay. Like I said, just wanted to make sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So now time for the fun part. Not that the rest of this wasn't fun, but I can talk about. We had some major announcements last week. First off, we've been doing the Dare drop. We did that with Young Souls, and we got 3 keys to give away. We're gonna give away 2 on stream, 1 on Twitter. And the developer actually like followed me and all that good stuff. That's pretty sick. I'm excited about that. And then that is 1P 2P is the developer for that game, and it's a good game. We have some more dare drop stuff coming. But last week I did an interview with Agent Orange, who is from Guardians Mental Health. We had a great like 47-minute talk. I think it was about that long, maybe longer. And a couple days later, I find out that I am now an ambassador for Guardians Mental Health. That is who we raised money for about a month ago with Fro, Nev, Boom, Loki Dad, and Leaf. And I'm excited, dude. Like it's a great opportunity. I get some certification and trainings to help with mental health. We now have the RTS bot in Discord that will provide articles for mental health help. It's also in my Twitch stream. Nothing's going to change in the sense of like the content that I have and how I produce my content, but we have a lot more opportunity to participate in fundraising opportunities for the charity. We have opportunity to stream on that channel. We have opportunity to just help people, and I am super duper excited about it. It's been nothing but warm welcomes and just good talks with all the people from over there. So shout outs to Guardian Mental Health for bringing me on board and letting me participate in that endeavor because they didn't have to, but I really do appreciate that as well. And then another tidbit that came through yesterday, there is a game called The Machines Arena coming out. It's a top-down MOBA-esque PvP game. And I got a key for that off of a sponsor thing through Rainmaker. So we'll have another sponsor stream coming. So lots of big stuff happening.
Big sponsor
lots
stream.
of big stuff, dude.
Yeah, that the Guardians mental health thing, I'm super hyped about, man. I'm super excited for you. That's a big stride.
Yeah, I'm just excited. Like I talk about mental health often on stream, off stream. I've talked about it on here. It's something I talk about with students. I even like try to do things with my tests sometimes that have like a mental health like help attribute to it. So for instance, like on my test, like I'll have all my questions, but like I'll have a last question. It's like, hey, draw something with, and maybe it's a math symbol, maybe it's a number, maybe it's just something random. But just to help people get their mind off the test situation. And that really helps. Or sometimes I throw like a riddle on there because that's not necessarily math related, but it gets them thinking in a different way and not getting to that negative place they could possibly get to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm super stoked about it. Like the benefits that exist just for the training aspects and be able to participate in that is amazing. And the fact that like they have people that are qualified to help people on staff. So if you have an issue and it's maybe something I don't feel comfortable dealing with, or I've tried to help you and I haven't been able to be successful, there's people on staff that I could contact and see could they reach out and talk to you at that moment, or maybe in a little bit, or maybe next day, that are professionals.
Yeah.
So I think that's amazing. That's a huge opportunity. And again, like I've mentioned before, and I think this goes a long way, is the negative voices are always the loudest. So it's really hard to overcome toxicity.
Agreed.
Because if you're
Very
dealing with
agreed.
toxic people, they're loud. They sit there and type. They're keyboard warriors. They're the whole nine. But the only way to combat that, maybe that's not the best word for this, is for the positive people to make just as big of a stand and be just as loud. You see that sometimes on my stream where someone's like literally just going off in the chat, and I'll just be like, yo man, it's just a game people are playing to have fun. Or hey, before you're criticizing me for not coming to gank your lane, maybe play some wards. So that way you have vision, and I know too that I can come help you if I have the vision. People are really quick to blame others and not look inward. And I think that's part of the reason that toxicity gets so rampant, especially in the gaming community where we play a lot of competitive games.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I'm super excited about all those opportunities. I'm most excited about Guardian's mental health because I think it's just such an important thing that's needed in the community.
Yeah.
And not just the Smite community, not just Destiny, gaming community in general.
Agreed. They do some awesome stuff. It's so cool that they just have trained professionals on standby for anyone that needs them.
Yeah. Last weekend, dude, they did a Guardian's mental health stream last weekend. I don't know how many streamers were involved, but it went from Friday through Sunday, and they raised like $8,200.
That's crazy.
And then they didn't know there was another event being hosted by, I don't know if it was one person or multiple, that was raising money for them as well, and it capped out at like over $10,000.
Wow.
Or right at 10,000. I mean, it's huge.
That's
and
wild.
To give people an idea, like the mental health kits they send out for free are $10 a kit. So every $10 is a kit.
That's wild.
I just think it's super awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Super awesome. Other than that, Fortnite got rid of building, and that's all I have to say about that. I'm moving on. That was my last little thing to type on the gaming announcements. Oh, actually, we had one hot off the presses right before the podcast started. PlayStation bought Haven Studios, which is led by the ex-Assassin's Creed boss, Jade Raymond.
Really?
Yeah. And they are working on a AAA new multiplayer IP.
Ooh. Okay.
So
they have my interest.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how that goes. Names of the week. So I have people DM me names. If you're DMing me names, we have a channel in Discord called Names of the Week. You can just put them there, and I'll be happy. That would be good. just help me out.
AKA Blaise is saying stop DMing him for the love of God and use the channel.
Suave uses the channel and DMs me. And he sent me one earlier that was so bad I don't feel comfortable saying it on the podcast.
Oh no.
Because that person should be banned. Or have to be forced. Yeah. Now he did DM me one called PP Lover 69, so shout out for that one.
Very cool.
We also had for my ranked Wild Rift games earlier. Shout out to the Jax, dude, the one that was sitting in my lane, soaking up my XP and being worthless. Little Nuts.
Of course.
We also had Uno Dos Trace. Yeah, and Creep Hunter. Those were all good names that game. Then let's see, what else do we have? We have Cash App Poppy, and then who is in this one that we had? Do Tap Water and Ocean Water in the same game. Then we had VO submitted name. And Bright had Filthy Gamer 69. We also had Peas on Balls. Like, why would you pick that name?
I don't know, dude. They're 14 and they're edgy or something.
Poo Tang Orang. Okay, that's great.
God.
Great name. Yeah, High and Smitey. And then in the same game of ranked, and these people were not queued together, we had Nuwa Body Pillow and Afro Body Pillow.
Oh my god. Of course.
But they weren't queued together.
Yeah.
They just happened to get in the same lobby. That's wild.
That is kind of wild.
So, there's the names of the week.
I have one.
Now, you have one.
I have one.
Let's go, dude.
Surprisingly.
Let's go.
It's Frank and Bake, dude.
I love it, dude.
And then I guess there was also in the same game Call Me Little.
Oh my goodness.
Which,
Yeah.
can be implied in multiple ways.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, I got a random question for you.
All right.
So, actually, I have two. You can thank my students. They're bringing me random questions of the day now, by the way.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First one's a good one. This one doesn't involve a lot of thought because I'm not going to make you explain anything.
Right.
In order from best to worst, waffle French toast pancakes.
Okay. I'm
like
gonna go off
what's your order?
on a
What's your
small
order?
tangent, right? Okay. My
Okay.
order is gonna be from best to worst or worst to best?
No, best to worst.
Okay. French toast, waffles, pancakes. In that order.
Okay.
I don't know who had it, but I remember like when I was like 8 going to get like French toast sticks. I think
dude,
it was
those things
Burger
slap.
King.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And those things were like my guilty pleasure when I was 8. Like, oh my god, they were amazing. I don't know if it's just nostalgia speaking, but I don't care. They were amazing, and I will always want French toast more than anything in my life.
Interesting. So here's the thing. Had you asked me this when I was like pre-25, I say French toast.
Uh-huh.
Maybe even pre-30, I say French toast first, and then waffle pancakes. But I've had an opening of the mind.
Oh yeah.
That I think it's waffles, French toast, pancakes.
I like how
Now,
we're just throwing pancakes under the bus.
Yeah, pancakes are trash. Pancakes are just garbage, and no one.
I have a story. All right, I went to IHOP when I was super young. Right, like first time being to IHOP, I threw up twice.
Oh my god!
Tried to eat their pancakes. I don't know why. It just happened. The only pancakes I've ever had that are good was the peanut butter cream pancakes from Denny's.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop you there because it was still pancakes, so it's trash.
True, but they were
also
decent.
on the side note of IHOP, did you know IHOP's omelets are fluffy because they put pancake batter in them?
I'm not surprised, dude.
Yeah, dude. House of pancakes, no lie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pancakes are just absolute garbage. There's this family recipe of like potato pancakes my mom makes, and like they're not great, but that's like the most bearable pancake I have.
I've had potato pancakes. They're decent.
They're pretty good.
They're
pretty good.
Like anything to
but
write
they're not
home about at all.
No, they're not. Waffles are the best. Okay, and here's why.
Okay, I'm listening.
waffles can be made many ways. You can have fluffy waffles, you can have crispy waffles, but waffles have little containers, little vessels for the syrup,
Oh my god.
right? Not only that, you can, if you're a fruit person, you can put fruit on them.
True.
If you like chicken, you know what's crazy? You like chicken and waffles. They go together. Chicken and French toast, not the same.
To be fair, you can also put fruit on pancakes.
You can't, but pancakes are trash because you know what happens to a pancake? You ready for this?
What?
Oh man, the fruit goes through it. Because here's the deal, right? Pancakes are just flimsy pieces of bread. And that's disgusting. In fact, I used a word when I got asked this question that I don't often use, especially to describe food. But pancakes are moist. And that's disgusting.
Why did you have to say that?
Because that's what they are. They're trash and they're moist.
Oh,
and I rest my case. Waffles just have so many great usages.
Okay.
Like you can have like, it's just.
Look,
I'm with you. French toast is good.
I have a counter
waffles,
argument for waffles. All right.
Okay.
So you say that they have little containers for syrup.
Yeah.
But then whenever you pour the syrup, you just end up getting syrup in like half the waffle. Because it's all stuck. It doesn't flow over the rest of the waffle.
No. You're doing it wrong.
So you have to over syrup the waffle.
Absolutely not.
Alright, then explain.
I've never had this problem.
Explain.
I've never had this problem. You don't have to have it in every single little container. You just go over it and you're good.
Yeah, but then there's some that
I don't know, bro.
have it, dude.
Chicken and waffles is the reason I put waffles ahead of it. That's legitimately like it's not close because of that.
Alright, well I guess I'd have to try that. Because I've never
chicken and
had
waffles from Hattie B's slap.
I've heard it does. I've never been.
They only serve it on Sundays. And like it's a 45-minute drive, and sometimes it's worth it. All right, my other question is, what is a secret talent that you have that you just, it's a secret talent? Mine
nothing.
Is that
completely uninteresting. Anyways.
I looked at my class and said, I can do numbers. And they got really mad.
I can do the funny numbers.
I said, but if I was just a random person, you'd find that impressive. Okay? You would.
True.
That I could just like do calculations in the thousands for no reason. Like I remember looking at a problem last year. It was like some number in the thousands divided by like 17. And I was like, yeah, it's 183. And they're like, or something like that. And they're like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, that should be it. Just check in your calculator. And they typed it in. I was right. And I looked at it for maybe 5 seconds.
That's crazy, dude.
I just looked at it and I was like, this should be the answer.
I used to be able to do that. Like, I used to be able to, like, hardcore mental math. And then I had a teacher that was just horrible. And I stopped caring about math.
Okay, facts. And I actually tell people when they tell me they want to be a teacher, I say the things you need to do to be a teacher is A, you want to do it.
Yeah.
B, you have to care. Because you can legitimately ruin someone's life unintentionally by being a bad teacher.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm a great teacher. Like, I think I'm good, but I obviously know, like, there's a kid every year that I probably make mad. You know what I mean? And maybe that ruins math for them to some aspect. Like, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, my talent that is a secret talent is that I can do impressions.
You can. That's not really a secret to
hear, to you all.
Yeah.
That if you're in the Discord, you remember if you hear my alerts, the old alerts on stream, which are going to be coming back, those are all voiced by me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got. Those are my random questions. Shout outs to my students for asking random questions every day.
I have a secret talent. I am horrendously bad at video games.
Oh, sick, dude. That's a good talent to have.
Yeah, dude.
That just means you get put in the backpack. I think that's okay.
True. I get free carries, dude. Don't even have to try.
Yeah, dude. I think that's the move, to be honest. All right, so before we get out of here, reminder about our mental reset challenge. Feel free to go into the Discord. There is a link below in the description where we have a channel called #podcast challenge. You can go there and list out what your mental reset is. I have more than what I talked about last week. Because I had a very stressful week last week, and I realized like just playing pretend with my kids was a mental reset that I needed. That was shortly broken by an email 20 minutes later.
Oh, no.
But anywho, make sure to go there and put in your suggestions for mental resets. I'd love to see like what people do, and we'll talk about those at the end of March, so in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And boss, you got any shout outs?
Not really.
Okay.
I've
That
kind of
was
been
sick.
playing by myself this week. Not really with anyone.
Wow. That's such a lie. Okay, moving on.
Okay,
All right.
dude.
My shout outs are to Real Witching Hours, because Bats has joined the crew, and we haven't shouted them out in a while. But make sure to go check them out. They stream several times a week from I think like 9:30 Eastern to 11:30 Eastern is the like time slots they do.
Maybe.
But Bats Kid's on there,
I
Sir
think their
Ember's on
schedule's a
there,
lot of whack right now.
and Storm's on there. So go check them out. You can go follow them. It's literally the way it sounds, the way it's spelled. Real Witching Hours, all together.
Yep.
And that's that. So we'll get on out of here. Later, peeps. Bye.
Later.